To be an official, something has to be wrong with you because there is no way in the world that anyone could ever choose to be one of the most hated people on the face of the earth.
My name is Tyler Burroughs. I'm a senior at Creighton University. I'm the program assistant here at the intramural department at Creighton University. I also officiate both at intramurals and outside, on top of typical supervisor duties. Honestly, I got involved simply because I wanted a job on campus when I was a freshman. Walked in, I think, the Monday before class started my freshman year looking for just an on-campus job. Walked into this office right here, talked to Jason about it, got going. I always liked sports a lot. I played baseball in high school. Um, Obviously, don't play that anymore. Just wanted to stay in sports and got hooked. I was okay, and I had a lot of determination, so got better and better. And next thing you know, sophomore year, I'm a supervisor, and it just fell into place after that. So Jason to me was been like an older brother because on top of helping me out with both work and stuff outside of work, he's always been a lot of fun for me to be around, just hang out with. I need to relax and so I need someone to talk to.
I met Tyler the first day of flag football training. Let's just say he was wearing a Creighton baseball hat with some Oakleys on. So he was trying to pull off the whole, oh, I'm an athlete, baseball guy, and it's pretty funny. I mean, at least of the new rookie officials, all 10 of them at that time, you could see that he probably would be the one that had the most passion for this job moving forward.
Being a supervisor, for one, is helping become a better official because I see it from both my own personal side and I also see it from the side of teaching others and making them better officials. I also see it like as a third party whenever I'm watching a game happen as a supervisor. I can see both how the game's going, how the participants are interacting, and how the officials are handling it. The first sport that I worked was intramural flag football, and that's where I got hooked on just the idea of officiating overall. I was decent enough at it to where Jason, my boss, asked me if I wanted to work in extramural tournaments. The first one was the Kearney, Nebraska State tournament. It was a very small Nebraska schools only tournament at University of Nebraska Kearney.
He was young, he was green, and he had a lot to learn, but he was very receptive. So the mistakes that not only he made, but that other people made, he was able to at least process them and try to work on them. The expectations were high. He spent his freshman year getting acquainted to the regional system. Then his sophomore year, he succeeded at the regionals and then got himself acquainted to the national tournaments. So for junior year, it was really, the expectation was, hey, it's time to put this all together and let's see what you can do.
Junior year, went to Texas A&M that year for that tournament. Ended up working as the field judge in the men's all-university championship. Got my first All-American, which that was very, very cool. I was always nervous about the tournament. Saying just do you, don't be nervous. You've already been here before. You've already put your time in. Just show that you've learned from last year, and I got it. Then this year, this past fall, went down to both tournaments and being the head referee of the men's collegiate championship in both tournaments. Got All-American at both, so that was pretty cool.
It was as proud of a moment as I've had here at Creighton.
Going into my freshman year of Creighton, I had really considered trying to walk on the baseball team here. That dream was kind of put to rest by some injury problems late in the summer of my senior year of high school, and just thinking about time on campus for like studies and for working to make enough money to get by, that sort of thing. So I decided that just to stay active, I'm just going to play everything. So obviously starting with flag football, it's one of my favorite sports to play. I'm okay at it, good enough at it to get by at Creighton, good enough at it to say that I love it without looking like a clown on the field. Play everything else. Never really played soccer until my sophomore year at Creighton, when a fraternity brother who was on the correct team asked me, like, hey, get a soccer team together. Want to play? Like, I've never played soccer. He's like, it's okay. What did you play in high school? Baseball. Oh, so you want to be a goalie? Sure, whatever. And that's actually one of my favorite things to do is goalkeep for soccer. It's a perfect combination of just being an insane person and diving at everything and actually getting to use your hands in soccer, which not good with my feet. Use my hands well. But my favorite is obviously softball. It's the closest to baseball I can get. It's the sport on campus that I'm best at. It's the perfect combination of very competitive, especially for me, without being like too intense because for the most part it's a slower game. Bursts of action, not just incessant action. But I love playing it all. I love the fact that it's staying active. A lot of people ask like, oh, people joke around like, do you work out, that sort of thing. And honestly, I don't. I mean, my workout daily or whenever throughout the week is playing in real sports because I just play it that often. And I'd be lying to you if I told you that, I wanted to leave Creighton because it's going to be tough to leave all this, to leave people I work with, to leave that guiding influence that Jason has been for me. Hasn't quite set in yet. Like I said, whenever the end of the year comes around and it's the week before finals and we're all hanging out, just reminiscing on the year, that's probably when it'll hit me. I don't know how that's going to go. I really don't know how I'm going to be there, so could be a surprise.